Hi, I'm Colton with Porsche Center Calgary, and this is one of our 2018 Macans. Now this one is in jet black metallic. We've got two blacks. We have just the basic flat black and the metallic one. That's what this is. So it'll sparkle a little bit more in the sunlight. It's got a little bit more depth to it. Inside, this one has the black and Luxor beige standard interior. So what that means is that you have the beige seats, but you still have the black dash carpets and steering wheel, which tend to hold up a little bit better than they did when it was a full beige, right? People sometimes hear the beige and they're afraid that it doesn't really hold up as well and it gets really dirty. This two-tone solves a lot of those problems. It holds up a little better, but it just gives you a lighter cabin compared to just the full black that we see so frequently, right? So that's color combo. We upgraded the wheels a little bit on this guy too. This is the 19-inch Macan design wheel. One of my favorites actually for the price point. You know, you can spend tons of money and get the really big wheels, but I think that tends to be kind of overkill. But I do find the 18s can be a little bit small. So this is a nice middle ground, not too costly, but it looks nice. And then in terms of the other equipment that we added, as with most of the cars, we put in the Premium Package Plus. Quite a bit involved in that package. I've said many times, once you have that package, I think you have everything you really need. And then beyond that, you know, there's lots of stuff you can add if you want to, but nothing that you really need to. Everything that's important is there. So some of what's in there is your seat upgrade. The standard seat is an 8-way seat with Alcantara in the center and kind of a faux leather on the outsides. Going to the 14-way makes it entirely leather, which is nice, and adds the thigh extension and 4-way lumbar support. So by far and away our most popular seat. You also with that package get the seat ventilation. All right, so now you've got the cooled seats and you get heated seats in back, which is pretty nice to have. In addition to that, you get the audio upgrade. So now you have the Bose audio, several more speakers, a lot more power than the standard system. Most everybody wants that, so that's built into the package. So is the panoramic roof. So you've got that here, pretty much the full length of the roof. Lets a lot more light in. Again, very in-demand feature, part of the package. On top of that, you have entry and drive, so you just touch the door handle to unlock it, and then there's just a little groove here, touch that to lock the doors, and then you can just leave your key in your pocket and flip the ignition switch to start the car. Not standard, where some people think it is, but an option that's built into the package. So you have that. You also get a headlight upgrade too. So this has the bi-xenon dynamic lights, so they're about twice as bright as the standard halogen ones, and they'll turn with the steering wheel and look further down the road and do all that stuff as you're speeding up. And then you get the headlight washers with those as well. So every 5th time that you spray your windshield, it'll come out and spray the headlights too on those slushy days. Makes a huge difference. So that's about everything you get as part of that package, but we added a few things in addition to that as well. One of which being the lane change assist, or more commonly known as blind spot warning. All right, so that'll light up just here on the inside of your mirror when somebody's in your blind spot. And when you signal to change, it's going to flash to draw your attention a little bit more. Just make sure you don't go over when somebody's there. There's no audible aspect, it's just light, but I do find it's a little bit less annoying as some of these driver aids can be, frankly. And then after that, we put in the Connect Plus, which is something we've put in kind of all of our cars, but not many of the other stores have, we've noticed, looking at national inventory. So what you get with that, the kind of the big ticket item, is the Apple CarPlay, right? Which is becoming hugely more popular. You need the Connect Plus to have that capability. So with that, you can plug in your iPhone and all of your apps will come up on the screen, and they work basically just like they do on your phone. It works super well. But then over and above that, you also then have the option with Connect Plus to get a SIM card for the car itself, or to tether it to the data on your phone, and then you have access to things like weather and traffic information. It can read you the news. You can run Google Earth on there as well. So some pretty cool stuff as part of that. And moving forward, in the next model year, it'll be standard in the car. So buying a car now as an 18 model that already has it, it's just future-proofing a little bit, you know, whereas I think if you bought one now, looking at it a couple of years later, you might kind of miss some of that content. So most of our cars have it, this one being one of them. So this is a really nicely optioned car without being too indulgent and making it kind of unnecessarily expensive. So a really nice example. But we do have a lot of nice examples. We've got a good inventory right now, so scroll through, check out all our videos, and if you see one you like, give us a call. We'd be happy to take you for a drive. Thanks very much for watching.